Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is a beautiful Friday, and we are absolutely blessed with some of the most unhinged television I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Grab your snacks, grab your emotional support water bottles, because we are diving straight into the deep end of the Genoa City drama pool today, and trust me, you are not ready for this. My jaw is literally on the floor right now before I even tell you what actually went down. Oh my God. Besties, we need to hold a literal intervention right now. I am sitting here in my bedroom at 3 a.m. My eyes are entirely bloodshot from staring at the screen, and if I do not vent about this latest drop, I am going to spontaneously combust into a million little pieces. I am shaking. I am literally shaking. Patty Williams has completely snapped, and the writers have decided to just hit the nuclear button on the entire plot line. We are talking a full-blown psychotic relapse, and she just casually waltzed into the hospital and kidnapped Phyllis Summers. I repeat, Phyllis Summers has been abducted. How does this keep happening? I cannot even process the sheer audacity of this script right now. Let's back up for a second, because the build-up to this was honestly a masterclass in slow burn terror, no cap. We all knew Patty was teetering on the edge. I mean, earlier this week, she was out here sending creepy, cryptic bouquets to the Abbott mansion like some kind of twisted secret admirer from hell. Jack Abbott was literally standing there with Kyle, looking at this floral arrangement of doom, knowing he had poked the bear by involving her in his messy plot against Victor Newman. Jack totally thought he could control the narrative, but you do not play games with Patty Williams. Then she gets brutally rejected by Matt Clark in the park, which, by the way, Matt is out here with amnesia and still has the common sense to run away from her romantic advances. Patty was furious. She called Victor to sell Matt out, and then boom, the switch flipped. She went full dark mode, and there is no turning back now. Then we get to the actual hospital scene, and I am screaming into my microphone right now. Phyllis was just in her office, right? She was literally just fighting for her life, trying to hold on to Newman Enterprises while Lauren and Michael Baldwin were practically begging her to drop it and save herself. Like, Lauren was looking at her with pure exhaustion, basically saying, girl, give it up. She lost Matt Clark. Her leverage was gone. Christine Blair Romalotti is breathing down her neck for trying to manipulate the legal system, and Daniel is caught in the middle of all her mess. And what happens? She ends up in the hospital, probably from the sheer physical toll and stress of her own toxic machinations, causing a literal panic attack. And Patty Williams just swoops in like a literal bird of prey. Where is the security in Genoa City hospitals? I swear, you could walk into that place with a marching band, a parade float, and a literal fireworks display, and nobody would blink an eye. Patty just dragging Phyllis out of there is high-key the most iconic yet terrifying thing I have seen all year. I am still processing the visual of Phyllis, the queen of schemes, being completely overpowered. Hot take, but I am actually ascending over the threatening video Patty left behind. It is giving pure, unadulterated cinematic horror. Patty didn't just leave a ransom note. She left a whole digital manifesto. The video drops, and it is absolute chaos. Patty's eyes are wide, she's talking in riddles, and the vibe is so unhinged that it sent a literal shockwave through the entire town. The lighting in that video was so creepy, the background noise sounded like absolute static, and Patty's chilling smile is going to haunt my nightmares forever. She is taunting everyone, holding Phyllis hostage in some undisclosed, probably incredibly dusty location, and making it clear that she is the one pulling the strings now. The sheer psychological warfare of leaving a videotape for the police and the Abbott family to find is just chef's kiss. It is terrifying. But also, give the actress an Emmy right now, because I was holding my breath the entire time. Mainly, we have to talk about Jack and Billy Abbott, because they are currently spiraling just as hard as I am. Jack is absolutely consumed with guilt, and honestly, he should be. He played with fire. He used Patty's fragile state to his advantage to mess with Victor and now the karma has come back to bite him in the most devastating way possible. When Jack saw that video, you could physically see the color drain from his face. Now he and Billy are tearing through Genoa City on a frantic, desperate manhunt. Billy is just running on pure adrenaline, kicking down doors, while Jack is trying to piece together the twisted logic of a woman who is completely detached from reality. The brotherly dynamic of them teaming up for this high-stakes rescue mission is low-key everything I ever wanted, but the stakes are so high. Wait, let me go down a quick story time rabbit hole because we have to remember who we are dealing with here. Do you guys remember the last time Patty went completely off the rails? The stuffed animals, the surgical scrubs, the absolute reign of terror she unleashed on this town years ago? I remember watching those episodes and thinking, there is no way they can top this level of crazy. She has this deeply ingrained trauma and this twisted, vindictive streak that makes her the most unpredictable villain on the roster. She doesn't just want to hurt you. She wants to psychologically break you. Wait, I'm literally yapping right now. Let's get back to the actual tea because the current situation with Phyllis is even more dire than the historical stuff. Totally. We need to analyze Phyllis's mental state right now because, let's be real, she is not a victim who goes down without a fight. Phyllis Summers is a survivor, but she is currently trapped in a nightmare. She was already at her breaking point, desperately clinging to power, losing her grip on her son Daniel, and facing prison time. Now, she is locked in a room with a woman who has completely lost her grip on sanity. The dynamic between Phyllis, who is usually the smartest, most manipulative person in the room, and Patty, who operates on a completely illogical, psychotic wavelength, is pure gold. Phyllis can't scheme her way out of this because Patty doesn't care about money, power, or Newman Enterprises. Patty only cares about her twisted sense of justice and revenge. It is literally terrifying because Phyllis is used to bargaining with rational, albeit corrupt, people. How do you bargain with someone who is operating in a completely different reality? You can literally see the panic in Phyllis's eyes in that brief flash on the video. She knows she is completely out of her depth, and for someone who has survived as much as Phyllis Summers has, seeing her genuinely terrified is what makes this storyline hit so incredibly hard. Is it just me, or did they completely fumble the bag on this one when it comes to the Genoa City Police Department? I mean, Paul Williams has to be losing his absolute mind right now, assuming anyone is actually doing their job at the station. The entire town is in a state of absolute panic. The Abbott Mansion is basically a war room. The Newman family is probably locking their doors, even though Victor is busy dealing with Nick's fentanyl intervention and Nikki's rage, and the streets are practically deserted. The ripple effect of Patty's video has everyone looking over their shoulders. It's like a dark cloud has descended over the city, and the tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. The writers really said, let's take every single storyline and just inject it with pure adrenaline. We have Daniel panicking over his missing dad, Danny, and now his mom is kidnapped. Christine is probably conflicted because she hates Phyllis, but even she wouldn't wish a Patty Williams abduction on her worst enemy. The layers to this drama are absolutely insane. And let's not even get started on Billy Abbott's role in all of this. Billy is already a loose cannon on the best of days, but seeing him switch into full protective mode is giving me absolute life. He is not just searching for Phyllis, he is out for blood. The way he was screaming at the police to do their jobs, the way he is practically dragging Jack through the streets to find clues, Billy is the wild card in this scenario. If Patty thinks she can just play her little mind games without dealing with the chaotic wrath of an unleashed Billy Abbott, she is sorely mistaken. I am literally praying that Billy is the one who kicks the door down to save Phyllis, because that would be the most epic full-circle moment of the entire season. Besties, I am running out of breath, but I cannot stop thinking about how this is going to end. Will Jack and Billy find them in time, or is Jack going to have to make some horrible sacrifice to appease Patty? What is Patty's ultimate endgame here? She is so fiercely protective of her own delusions that I genuinely fear for Phyllis's life. This isn't just a regular soap opera kidnapping. This is a deeply psychological thriller playing out right before our eyes. I need you all to sound off in the comments right now. Tell me your theories. Tell me if you think Jack is fully to blame for this. And please tell me I am not the only one losing my absolute mind over this plot twist. I am going to be refreshing my feed every 5 seconds until the next episode drops. Stay safe out there, squad, because Genoa City is officially a war zone.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.